Welcome into the Casual Gaming Conversation. I'm Connor. That's Nick. This is your weekly gaming podcast from Co-op 64. We got a doozy for you today. We're doing the open world games bracket, where we are going to find out what is the greatest open world game of all time according to Co-op 64 and according to you, the people watching live on twitch.tv/co_op64, where you get to vote on tiebreakers. If Nick and I disagree and we can't come to a conclusion, we will send it to chat and they will be able to figure out what is better between these two games.
Happy March Madness, everyone. We're doing a bracket episode for March Madness.
Yeah,
there we go.
That works. I didn't even realize that was. Did you just realize that right now?
No, when I was texting you, we should do a bracket instead of like a tier list or something. I was like, oh, it's March Madness. Like, we missed the beat by like a week of the actual main March Madness insanity.
Yeah.
But this is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, so brackets are a ton of fun. We'll probably do more of these in the future. But we're still hitting you with our hot takes to start out this podcast. And we are hitting you with a draft at the end, a protagonist draft, which I'm shocked we have not done yet. So protagonist draft, that's coming at you at the end. But how are we doing today, Nick?
I'm doing good. We've had a weekend full of content, whether it was playing some FF7 Rebirth for just our discussion, but also just because it's a lot of fun and we talk about it for our channel. But then also Subspace Emissary, followed by a 3.5-hour podcast that you should check out if you've beaten FF7 Rebirth, us discussing all of our thoughts on this gorgeous game and our theories. And then, and to wake up today and just continue the content rolling. Yep. Today is content, cleaning, editing, premiere, sleep.
Yeah.
It's a good day.
Chock full day. Yeah, it's been a blitz of a weekend where it just feels nonstop, and all I want to do is play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth instead. I'm not gonna lie, I miss it. I'm having a lot of fun playing it still. 90 hours in, smitten with it.
Yep,
just absolutely smitten with this game. So yeah, go check out that bonus podcast. That's your quarterly bonus podcast. We promised from your guys' donations on Co-op 64 Day 4 quarterly bonus pods. That's this month or this quarter. So Exciting stuff there. You're still getting that. You're doubling up this week. So this will be.
It is on the main podcast feed and everything, so you can listen to it there. But that is just a bonus episode. This is the true episode 31.
Yep. So yeah, we are going to just not belabor the point here because it's going to be a long podcast. Let's get into it. Ready to go?
Oh wait, no, but real quick, how are you doing? Or just in general, you doing all right?
I just said it's been a blitz. I'm having a good time.
Fun.
But
great.
I wish I was playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth though. How good can I possibly be?
Yeah. Do you want to go first for your hot take?
Yeah, I'll go first.
There we go.
My gaming hot take for this week is about dropping off of games when you're not enjoying them. I will assert 3 to 5 hours. If you're not enjoying that game, ditch it. It depends on the type of game. Like if it's a JRPG and it's meant to like kind of wade you into the waters and teach you all the mechanics and it's going to be a 100-hour long experience, I would argue that Persona 5 takes a while to get into, and I don't think you should drop off of that game by any means. But if you are playing a game and you're not enjoying yourself, we need to be comfortable with people just dropping it completely. I had this experience with Shenmue earlier this year, a game that is clearly not for everybody. It is weird, it is slow, it is methodical, but I was forcing myself to kind of get through it. And I was like 5 hours in and I was like, I think I just need to stop playing this because I'm just not enjoying myself. There's too many great games out there to be playing something that you don't enjoy. Don't be pressured by society on you have to complete everything that you pick up. If you start it, you have to finish it. You don't have to always finish your plate here. If you're not enjoying a game after 3 to 5 hours, drop it. That's my hot take.
Yeah, Goblin Queen shouted out in our chat right now. They're like, I'm surprised this take is coming from Connor and not Nick, because like this is a take that I completely agree with.
Yeah.
If you are having a bad time with something, why would you continue to play it when there are so many good games? Completely agree with this take. I think that a lot of people might agree with you, but the completionist nature of a lot of gamers might rise up against you for this hot take. My video game hot take for this week is about a franchise that is not a gaming franchise. This franchise has shown up in video games prior, and none of them have been good. And it's time that we get a major, amazing studio to develop a Fast and Furious game. This franchise in this world is so video game-esque already. I'm surprised that we've not had a banger Fast and Furious game. We have guns, we have cars, we have booty's shaking. Like, god damn, this world is awesome, and we got no good games for this. The amount of mechanics that are available in the Fast and Furious world, there's MacGuffins up the wazoo that you can be chasing down left and right and go on a grand adventure for with fun characters and everything. But most importantly, it's about the cars, Connor. How do we not have a game that is arcadey in nature and ridiculous in nature, but also you got guns shooting out the side of the window. You have awesome combat for these cars. You're ramming tanks into shit. Like,
so would it be like GTA? Would you be able to like get out of the car and everything? Is that what we're looking for? It's not just a straight up racing game?
I would want some GTA mechanics in this where you would be able to get out and do certain story. And like, I would want this world to be
really focus on heists.
I want it to be on
car heists.
I want it to be car heist nature, but also quarter mile races, long races. I want a mix between Horizon and GTA. Because that's what Fast and Furious is. But all these games are just like really bad PS2 looking games, even in modern Fast and Furious games. I want a fun, crazy, wild Fast and Furious game.
I mean, I don't really hate the idea. It's an IP that is beloved for some reason.
It's awesome because it's stupid. It's stupid fun, and I'm like, that is. I honestly think it works better as a game.
Might as well be a superhero game. It might be close to like Saints Row, but like the old Saints Row, but with a focus on vehicles and vehicle combat.
Yeah.
Could you like do like a Mad Max style thing where you have like guns and
I want there to be missions where if you and I are teaming up or like hypothetically in this, I'm driving and I'm whipping and I'm in like that first person cockpit sort of deal, and you are above Warthog style. No, I'm maybe co-op, dude. I don't know, but this world feels so gamified already that I'm shocked that we haven't had a banger Fast and Furious game. And that IP is just easy. It's easy and fun. Let's have some fun with it. Let's rock and roll. Let's do the damn thing.
Sounds good. All right, we're gonna get into the draft now. I'm taking mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave mine on.
That's so weird. It's so heavy.
I know. This is how I get my gains in, Connor.
I'm screwing.
Oh shit! This is under a lot of cords now.
All right, we'll figure that out, buddy.
Gosh. Oh.
I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. We should move our beverages to the sides here. Alrighty. We're moving. We're shaking.
All right.
We're going to start in the East.
Honestly, we could have done this as like PlayStation or third party or just bangers or whatever, but we went with a completely random bracket designed by our very own Brady Goodall. I pulled the games for this, but Brady randomized it. So if there's a matchup that you don't like or do you think is unfair or whatever off the rip, blame Brady. And then, but most importantly, this is like, we're talking open world games. This is an elite list. Any of these games, I think you can make a case. Almost any of these games. There's a couple that I'm like, there's a tier break or two tiers break.
This is gonna make me so mad.
Oh, I know.
Oh my god, it's gonna make me so mad. That's going to a poll for sure. Okay. All right, I'm going to announce this, I guess.
Yeah, well, this will have things that are broken out for TikTok. We've already discussed that. It's going to happen.
Welcome in to the Open World Games bracket. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. We have 1 million, and by 1 million I mean 32 open world games, and we are going to find out the winner. Which one is going to come out on top? That is decided by Nick and I, your lovely hosts, but we are shooting this live on twitch.tv/co_op64, and you have the power to change fate and change what comes out on top, because if Nick and I disagree, it will go to a poll. So let's do this shindig. Let's get into the first matchup. We start in the East. GTA 5 versus Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Connor, this is going to be a long podcast if we go and belabor every single point.
Yeah, this is easy.
This is easily Microsoft Flight Simulator. But move GTA 5
Microsoft Flight Simulator, a very impressive video game. Something that I think is niche, though. It's niche. Not everybody loves Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's not for everybody. GTA 5 is for everybody. So we're going to go with GTA 5 to kick this off. Moving on.
Are we just making Brawl's theme the theme to this bracket? Awesome.
Dude, Brawl's theme is badass. Oh no! In the East, we have a banger matchup of Death Stranding versus Forza Horizon 5. Guys,
So let's make our points first and then send it to a poll, because this is going to go to a poll for certain.
Yeah.
I'm
not going to win this.
You probably shouldn't. Because
It probably shouldn't. Fuck you.
Forza Horizon 5 is legitimately the best racing game of all time. It is the best racing game of all time.
Well,
it's
Nick,
one of the most
here's the thing.
beautiful
Death
games
Stranding
of all
is the
time.
best package delivery game of all time. Boom! Gotcha!
That's not a good point. It's not a good point. Death Stranding is like you said with Microsoft Flight Simulator, I think it's more of a niche game. Where Forza Horizon 5, any single person can go into that open world and have the time of their fucking life.
Yes.
It was my game of the year 2021. I think that it's one of the best games of all time. It's a completely underrated game. I adore it. I think it's beautiful. And yeah, I think that it's got to be Forza Horizon 5. We're going to go.
Let me say my piece.
Okay.
Death Stranding, one of the most unique gameplay systems of all time. This game made walking fun. You have to be on at every single moment. If you look away from the screen for a single second, you will lose all of your cargo and you will go tumbling down the ground. Like, I hate walking in video games. It is the most boring part of video games. Skyrim sucks in a lot of ways because it is just walking from point A to point B. Then you get to point B and then they're like, actually, the thing is at point C. So then you're just walking some more. But they made this game engaging for the walking.
Yep.
So throw it to a poll. Death Stranding versus Forza Horizon 5.
Goop, are you here to rip a poll? Or is he still sandwiching?
Sandwiching. Is Alec? Well, Alec's here.
Oh, yeah, Alec, can you make a poll for us?
Everybody calls it a walking sim accuracy. Everybody in their
Jim
mother.
Bob, I've never said your name wrong once before. LT Connor, and I agree with this on this take. By the way, Death Stranding for me, as someone that has no interest in playing that game, literally ever, but I will probably play it before DS2 because I'm interested in that game. Because I don't know if you know this about DS2, Connor. There's a guy voiced by Troy Baker that has a axe, guitar, and he fights samurais, and it's the coolest moment I've ever seen.
It's the fucking best.
Does
Nick Death Stranding? No.
No,
Well,
I
he's
have
never
no
even
interest.
played it,
I have no interest in playing that video game. None. Should I just rip this
Yeah, do
poll?
it.
Of course, it's a W shirt. Yana Beg, I got you.
Couldn't get into Death Stranding. It's not for everybody. It's not for everyone. But it's one of those situations that for those it's for, they love it. And I'm one of those people. It's one of the weirdest games I've ever played in my entire life. And I adore it. I cannot wait for the sequel. Hideo Kojima can have my babies.
Oh my god.
Man, it's weird. Sam Porter Bridges, dude. The guy's name is literally Bridges. He's connecting the world.
All right. Forza 5, polls up, or Death Stranding. Which one is better?
Can you open the poll, please?
The early votes are going Death Stranding. 3 votes for Death Stranding.
Death Stranding. We got the nerds in the chat, everybody.
Let's get the Forza 5 love happening. Come on. Holy shit. This might... No.
Keep on keeping on.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Moon Cider knows exactly what he's talking about. The strand elements. No, you can't vote yourself.
I don't know what you're talking about, Connor.
If it comes down to one vote, then it's
No, I do not know what you're discussing, Connor.
throwing out the list.
All right, I need a few people to go. Come on, 3 more people, 4 more people, 4 more people. I believe in you guys. Oh no, oh no. Sorry, Nick. What is happening?
Let's go.
I did not expect this. I think you didn't expect this also.
No, I didn't.
Forza Horizon 5 is...
It's great. Forza Horizon 5 is amazing.
Oh my
Death Stranding
God.
takes it in a vote 13-11, barely squeaking out. Well, technically, it's 13-10 because Nick voted because he's a cheater.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Death
It's so good, dude.
Stranding. Death Strand. Next up, we have Tears of the Kingdom versus Horizon Forbidden West.
We went from
This
Horizon
is
to
the
Horizon.
Easiest vote of all
Yeah, it's Tears
time.
of the
It's
Kingdom.
not even close. Horizon is the most mid-open world of all time. Uninteresting characters across the board, except for Aloy. The combat is not that fun. Everything feels like it's straight out of a Ubisoft game in a bad way. So we're going Tears of the Kingdom here.
So yeah, we're both going to Tears of the Kingdom. I don't have that much disdain. I think that Forza, or not Forza, Horizon
I keep
Forbidden
wanting to
West.
say it,
Yeah,
yeah.
same. We're just one from Horizon to Horizon. It's hard. I think that it's a great game, but I just think it's great. Where Tears of the Kingdom is really, really special.
All right, next up we have Metal Gear Solid 5 versus Starfield. I love Starfield. I think it's a great game.
I was about to say
MGS5 is like an all-timer.
Yeah, it's a really good game.
We're going to go MGS5 here?
Yeah.
Dude, the combat in this game, the stealth elements, how creative you can get in handling each base. We're going with MGS5 here.
We're going with Metal Gear. Speaking of which, Connor, the people that
it kind of upsets me that Brady put 5, like the number 5, and not
for
it's upsetting to me.
Anyways,
is 7 Rebirth with a 7?
Yeah, FF7 Rebirth is right there.
Goodness. What is it doing?
Anyways, but if you guys like Metal Gear Solid, I will be playing Metal Gear Solid on stream tomorrow, Monday, and every Tuesday, Thursday forevermore. But this is a weird week. We switch our Monday and Tuesday stream.
Yep. Next up, we have The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt versus Borderlands 2. God,
it's The Witcher 3, Connor.
I like Borderlands 2 more personally.
I know.
It's one of those situations like you got to give it the respect. You got to give it the respect that it deserves. It's one of the most impressive open world games of all time, and if we let it go out in the first round, I don't think that anyone would ever forgive us. So we got to go with The Witcher 3 here.
Move it.
Witcher 3. Next up, we have Spider-Man versus Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
This is not close.
Not close at all. Spider-Man, great game. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the greatest Final Fantasy of all time.
A very special
game. Makes me, reminds me of why I love video games. And this is coming from somebody who is not the FF7 guy. I know a lot of people aren't going to see the spoiler cast, so I'm just going to say it here. I think that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is one of my favorite games of all time. Maybe top 3 for me at this point. But it's one of those situations that, like, I'm not the Final Fantasy VII guy. I'm not the Final Fantasy VII Remake guy. So I was coming in skeptical. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is a triumph. It is close to a masterpiece. It has some of the greatest characters of all time, one of the greatest open worlds. It takes the Ubisoft formula, but somehow makes it fun.
Yeah.
And that's insane. So Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, that's
easy. Rebirth. It's going to be interesting to see how far that potentially goes in this bracket. Because I feel like it's an underdog. I feel like it's like a 4 seed where it's like, it's going to have to...
It ends up here probably, maybe here.
Yeah, it's going to end up right here, baby. Right here.
We can't do that.
Yeah, we definitely can't do that.
What's up, brothers?
Anyways, we are moving on to Ghost of Tsushima versus Far Cry 3. A fun one. This is Ubisoft's best versus Sucker Punch's best.
It's Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Come on. That's the thing. You go and you have Ubisoft's best. It doesn't hold a candle to what Sucker Punch and that team did with that open world, that stealth combat, that fighting styles. Oh my gosh.
Next we have Minecraft versus Rise of the Ronin.
So this is another one of those moments where I told Brady, I was like, Minecraft, whatever Minecraft faces is probably going to win in the first round.
Yeah.
And Rise of the Ronin was the last game I added to this list.
This is really going to get interesting here. A lot of these first matchups are not that great.
So there's a couple of very fun first round ones. I think the Death Stranding one was like the obvious one for Connor and I to be like, holy shit, these are 2 games that we love so much. But yeah. So I have a question for Nick. Where do you get your haircut? Do you leave any women for the rest of us?
Great Clips.
I got it from Great Clips.
Minecraft versus Rise of the Ronin, not even close. Minecraft.
Yes.
All right, Nick, you get
We are now moving to
the West.
The 2 shoots side of the bracket. We got GTA 4 versus Cyberpunk 2077. This is Connor's nightmare. I am going to let Connor decide. Whatever Connor decides, I will back fully.
I think Cyberpunk 2077 at this point should end up here, probably. If I'm being perfectly honest. I think GTA 4 is the best GTA. Nico Bellic, the best GTA protagonist, one of the best open worlds of all time. I love GTA 4, but we got to go with Cyberpunk 2077. We have to. If you haven't played Cyberpunk 2077 and you're just basing it off of the initial launch, which is fair, it's a completely different game. And I liked Cyberpunk when it launched. It is now with the DLC and with the updates and with how they totally redid everything in the 2.0 update. Cyberpunk 2077 is better than The Witcher 3 in almost every single way.
Yeah.
In every way. Like, this is one of the greatest RPGs of all time. Period.
Jim Bob asks a great question. What Fallout do we have on here? We have Fallout 4 versus Arkham City for this round.
Do we not have any other Fallout?
No, it's just Fallout 4.
No.
Do you want to? We can switch this to Fallout 3 right now if you want.
No,
Because
do New Vegas. Do New Vegas.
You want NV on there?
Yeah.
We'll throw NV on there. Why not?
Because then it wins.
Because then it beats Arkham City.
Yeah.
Damn it! No. Well, then we're gonna go to a poll then.
Okay.
So, Fallout New Vegas versus Arkham City. My vote is for Arkham City.
Throw it to a poll. Group them in.
Absolutely adore Arkham City. This was a COVID game for me. This was one of the first times I was able to sit down and actually play through the Arkham games. Arkham City is terrific. Batman is awesome, and Fallout New Vegas is still gray. So
Fallout New Vegas is gray in the decision making as well. In a genre that's very cut and dry. This is the good decision. This is the bad decision. Okay. Fallout New Vegas presents the player with the opportunity to have some middle ground here. It is an amazing experience. It is the best Fallout game.
I want to go and double back on this. Our chat is getting upset about our Borderlands 2 versus Witcher 3 moment. Witcher 3 is the better game.
Yeah.
It's a better video
Borderlands
game.
2 is excellent, though.
It's excellent, yeah. And we will
Are you
eventually.
excited for Borderlands 4?
Yeah, I'm excited.
It's happening.
Yeah,
Take-Two bought them back, which is crazy.
But Borderlands 2, we will eventually play on stream for co-op-a-thon 2025 potentially. That's where my mind goes. But yeah. So if you want Borderlands content with the squad, which moves on, we don't even have the pull up. We're just gonna learn right away.
Yeah, we don't know what's close.
New Vegas
New
wins
Vegas.
11 to probably 9.
Assumedly 9.
Yeah, holy shit.
We did it randomly, shift 7, so we didn't choose what went against what. So that's just how it drops sometimes. 11 to 8. We're moving on with Fallout New Vegas. Next up, we have Breath of the Wild versus Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Okay, can I have a conversation here at least? I'm not. Breath of the Wild is moving on, of course.
I just want to make it easy and not have to.
Assassin's
open
Creed
the
Odyssey is
market
the
back
only
up.
Assassin's Creed on here. But I will say, Assassin's Creed Odyssey is a robust and very impressive open world game. It's the only Assassin's Creed that I've really gotten into in the last decade, basically. I think it's excellent. It is too big.
Yep.
It is frankly just too big. I played 35 hours of it, and then I checked my percentage, and I was like 11% of the way through the game. And I was like, I need to stop playing this right now.
It is huge. It is terrific. It does not hold a candle to potentially the winner of this bracket.
Yeah, it's too big. It's too big, and that's its own problem. But like, if you are an Assassin's Creed person and you're like, this is going to be my game for the year, like this is going to be enough content, like that is great for that.
You're good to go on that. We are now playing Halo Infinite versus Xenoblade 3. I'm going to say this. I'm going to come in here and come in with a spicy take. Halo Infinite, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I'm talking about Halo Infinite. This game on launch is really freaking good.
Yeah.
Like, I think that people sleep on how good the single player is. The campaign is terrific. Also on launch, the multiplayer was obsessive.
Yeah.
Every single person.
There wasn't enough
to keep people going. But on launch, it is ridiculous. With that being said, if you want to bring up the Cyberpunk with the DLC and everything of where it is now, Halo Infinite now is obviously just a little bit more of a rough game.
Here's the thing: is that we both don't have a ton of experience with Xenoblade 3. So I think we should put this to a poll just to kind of see where people are at. I think you could argue that Xenoblade 3 is the best of the series, and a lot of people would say it's the best RPG that Nintendo's
ever put out. And so with Xenoblade 3,
Xenoblade Chronicles 3 versus Halo Infinite, please.
My main man, Matt Lucid, would roll over in his grave, even though he's still alive and a terrific person. Roll over in his presumptuous grave if we did not put this to a poll, at least, because Xenoblade 3 is terrific. It was one of his all-time favorites.
Do you have shoes or socks on?
No.
Just hit it with your toe, dude.
Xenoblade. Oh, it is a close vote early on. Holy shit. That's exciting. Grab water. There you go. Although Xenoblade on principle, but I like Halo better. I feel like that's where a lot of people are going to be at. Where Xenoblade is like known as a better game, but Halo Infinite fucking rules.
Yeah.
Too bad it's going against Breath of the Wild next round.
Yeah. Whoever is going against this kind of is going to get cooked, I think.
Yeah.
It's close. It looks like Halo Infinite is going to take it. I just think Halo Infinite's like the more not like Xenoblade Chronicles. Even though there's 3 of them, they don't sell exceptionally well. Like this isn't this massive franchise.
Ragnar's, I want you every single time to let me know your vote, and I will use my one vote for you every time.
There we go. 14-10, Halo wins. There we go, baby. Halo In.
Halo In. All right,
Red Dead Redemption
2
2
versus Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves, great PlayStation game, dude. Just amazing PlayStation game.
It's selling really well.
Yeah, RDR2 though,
Yeah.
advances. And then we get the matchup of the day.
The matchup in the West. What is
Skyrim versus Spider-Man 2.
America's Game of the Week.
This legitimately is Cowboys versus Green Bay, Sunday, 4 o'clock. Get your popcorn ready, because this is a very interesting conversation.
Nick and I don't love Skyrim.
No. But we also...
but I don't love Spider-Man.
I was about to say, I don't think either of us are at the point where we're remotely smitten with Spider-Man.
Skyrim is the more impressive game.
I think
period.
This is one of the few matchups where we're going to have... Like, if you're just looking around, I think you can make a great case that Death Stranding or Forza 5 is more impressive. Or, and I'm talking about losers. Forza 5 would move on, in my opinion, over Skyrim. And, like, that is a better game. I think Borderlands 2 would be an interesting discussion. I think Spider-Man 1 versus... no, actually, nah.
Spider-Man 1 versus Skyrim? Do you think which takes it?
I like Spider-Man 1 more than 2 at this point.
Yeah, objectively.
But I think Skyrim still will probably take it.
Really?
GTA 4.
I would go Spider-Man 1 over
GTA
Skyrim.
4 would definitely beat it out, Skyrim. But yeah, I think Skyrim moves on, and
it's just got a good matchup, honestly. You know what didn't get a good matchup? Days Gone. Because it's going against Elden Ring. Do you want to just hit that real fast?
Elden Ring.
Yep. And then No Man's Sky versus Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow.
Let's put it to a poll.
No.
Connor, No Man's Sky is one of the...
They're not going to...
No Man's Sky is one of the most impressive open world experiences of all time now.
Yeah, well, they fixed it.
Yeah.
And most people dropped off of it immediately.
Yeah, but it's fine. If we're talking about Cyberpunk nowadays, then we got to talk about No Man's Sky nowadays.
Yeah, but Shadow of the Colossus is better.
We got a poll.
I know, but this is ridiculous. Touch your toe against that. The man won't use his toes.
Yeah, this might be a smoke show.
1 vote for No Man's Sky.
2 votes for No Man's Sky. Let's get those No Man's Sky.
12-2.
Yeah, I can just
do it.
Whoa, we got a little comeback. We got a horse on the outside.
And there it goes.
Oh,
okay.
shit. Fuck. I know. We're
Shadow of the Colossus, the 7th greatest game of all time.
I don't even know if I just want to have some fun and throw another poll down. Ragnars, I needed your vote, though. I need to see which side you're going on. All right.
It's a landslide. Landslide.
All right, moving into the next round.
Back to the east.
This is a similar situation where we have a couple of crazy good matchups and a couple of matchups that are less than.
Really?
I think that like some of these are a little bit more obvious. Like this is insane. We got a lot of insane matchups over here. I think 2 of these 4 are going to be interesting.
We're going to disagree on the first one immediately.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to get smoked in the vote.
That's the thing. I don't even think we need to do this.
Yeah.
So GTA 5 versus Death Stranding.
GTA 5 is a better game. GTA 5 might be the best open world game of all time. GTA 5 is
better than GTA 4.
GTA 5 has one of the best stories in gaming.
So
it's
Death
one
Stranding?
What? No, we're not putting Death Stranding there. If you want to put it to a poll, you have that right to put it to a poll.
No, I don't even want to put it to a poll. I don't want to even see the disrespect that's about to come out of
Honestly,
chat.
I like the Shadow of the Colossus No Man's Sky was fun. That might be embarrassing. Yeah. Like that might just be a smoke show.
GTA 5, moving on.
Yep.
Tears of the Kingdom versus Metal Gear Solid 5. This is an interesting conversation to be had. I think Tears of the Kingdom is better. But dude, Metal Gear Solid 5, if it had a good story,
that's the issue.
If it had a good story, it would be a really interesting conversation.
But it doesn't have.
It's still. But I feel like you almost don't get Tears of the Kingdom without MGS5 with like, the sandbox nature.
But that doesn't make it a better thing.
Yeah,
Tears of the Kingdom is a better game.
We're going. Do you want me to go on the outside here, or do you want me to go on the
inside? Always on top. Next up, we have once again this week's America Game of the Week: The Witcher 3 versus Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
It's so easy for me.
It's
so
Rebirth.
easy. It's so easily Rebirth. It's not even close.
It's so Rebirth.
Yeah, I don't even care what chat says.
I don't care. It's Rebirth, baby. Come on.
Yeah.
Put it on the board. Woo! It is a better game. This is one of the greatest open worlds of all time, and it has a story and characters that are beloved forever. I know you guys are going to be... you're not getting a poll. You're not getting a poll.
No poll. We have the right to not... We are a just ruler here, but we have the right to shut shit down when we need to, and that is not even close in my eyes. Like,
it's going to be interesting to see where this lands.
No, sure, throw it to a poll. I want to see how it plays out. But I think most of you haven't even played 7 Rebirth.
Yeah, that's the issue.
That's the problem. I think most people have played. Throw it to a poll. We'll see how it goes down, but we're gonna go with.
Rebirth.
Yes, we have Final Fantasy 7 classes, of course. Oh, I don't though. I don't have the bias.
I have
Nick
Final
does,
Fantasy
but I
7
don't.
bias, where I think Final Fantasy 7 is.
We're still going with this though. No matter what the poll is, we are keeping it.
Rebirth is
insanely good.
Rebirth 3 or Witcher 3 won awards for years. Rebirth is going to win many awards. It's probably going to win Game of the Year this year pretty handily.
Ghost of Tsushima versus Minecraft. Here's the conversation we need to have. Minecraft is technically an open world, of course.
Yes.
But it is a survival game.
So
when I think of open world games, I think of Ghost of Tsushima. I think of GTA 5. I think of Tears of the Kingdom. I do not think of Minecraft when I think open world games immediately.
Connor, it is an open world game though.
It is.
And it's a better game than Ghost.
You are out of your fucking mind, Nick. Ghost of Tsushima is one of the greatest games of all time.
We're talking about Minecraft. You're like, I'm not. This is not Ghostlander. Let me make this very clear. I respect Ghost's game, but it's Minecraft. It is the greatest sandbox game of all time.
Oh, we just said of all time like 4 times.
Yeah, it's fine. The Witcher 3 would have won if it went to a poll. But yeah, it was
all
close.
Right, let's get another poll going.
I think you're totally right. Not everyone's played Rebirth.
Minecraft versus Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, let's get a poll going. Think of the
memories of the boys, dude. I used to. There was certain nights where I snuck out and I went to Grant's house and snuck in through his basement, and he had a big 100-inch projector, and we would play until like 4 or 5 a.m. And I knew Dad would wake up to go to the gym around then, and I was like, I have to run home. So I literally ran across the golf course or whatever, because we lived on a golf course or whatever, and I ran across it and then like just snuck in and like got in at the last second and went to bed. Oh, it was so good.
There was nothing better than being a kid. This just might be a tangent of our childhood, than going and being like, our dad wakes up so fucking early, so if we have to sneak back in, it needs to be at like 4:30 in the morning.
And then we have to sneak in through the basement window. Did you go through the basement window?
No, I was never that. I was too young to have that for.
Oh yeah. I guess.
But then for my high school experience, when I was sneaking in, it was always I got to roll out at 4:30 in the morning.
You snuck in.
Yeah, I would like be out late, and they would be asleep because they
would sneak out.
Yeah. I would never have to sneak out. They would know I was out, but then I would have to sneak back in.
Where are we
Minecraft
going
made
here?
history. It's going to be Minecraft.
It's definitely going to be Minecraft.
Afterlife. Yep.
Yeah,
almost 70%.
That's
wow.
disrespectful. I don't like that. I don't like this. I don't agree
Great.
with this.
I honestly, too, it makes it a better, it makes it an easier bracket for my Elite 8 matchup, baby. Come on, chat. You guys can't let me get away with this. You can't let me get away with this.
This is going to die here.
What?
It's not. Okay, whatever. All right, go over here.
Cyberpunk versus Fallout New Vegas. I'll let you choose.
It is Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
It's not even close. Gameplay, visuals, open world, decisions, side quests, characters, like mechanics. Cyberpunk 2077 is so fucking good. If you dropped off of it because of that initial release, please go back. Please go back and play it.
All right, Breath of the Wild versus Halo Infinite. 3, 2, 1. Breath of the Wild. RDR2 versus Skyrim. 3, 2, 1. RDR2.
Not even close. No, this one's hard.
Elden Ring versus Shadow of the Colossus.
Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow of the Colossus.
Elden Ring is a better game, buddy. You know it to be true.
Shadow of the Colossus is so special. All killer, no filler. There is nothing like Shadow of the Colossus. There's been people who have tried to copy it.
Like
it's not even close. There are things like Elden Ring. There is Dark Souls.
Yeah, but it's not open world.
Okay, but there is other things like it. There's hard video games that are hack and slash, dodge, roll, block video games. Shadow of the Colossus. There is nothing like Shadow of the Colossus still. And there's been people who have tried to copy it and have not succeeded.
The poll's already up, I believe. Ragnar's, who do you want me to vote for?
It's not even close. Story. The story is so much better. In Elden Ring, the story... guys, Shadow of the Colossus has an amazing, sad...
tailored
story that leaves you thinking.
Once again,
questions.
I'm not trying to disrespect Shadow of the Colossus in this circumstance. There's no games that I'm trying to disrespect except apparently Spider-Man 2 and Skyrim. That's apparently where I'm at.
Yeah.
But I think it's Elden
Paul was
Ring with a
making Gooperman
bullet.
sad. That's scary. I'm afraid.
It's probably you're probably donezo. Valor tarnished.
Jeez.
Hell yeah. It's Elden Ring with
59%.
wow.
Damn,
And it's
okay,
our
that's
most
close.
vote. That was our most votes on this pod too.
God damn. All right. Shadow should go through. The icon swaps knows. The icon
Now
swaps
we have
knows.
now the fluff is gone. The fluff is gone.
This is where it's gonna get real.
I don't know if this is the 8 greatest open world games of all time, but these are the 8 that stand left. We have left on the board, just going into for our audio listeners: GTA 5, Tears of the Kingdom, FF7 Rebirth, Minecraft, Cyberpunk 2077, Breath of the Wild, Red Dead Redemption 2, Elden Ring. Honestly, I feel really good with this list.
Yeah, this is great.
This is a
Really solid. I think that Stranding should have made it further. Personally, I
Yeah.
think that Shadow of the Colossus should have made it further. But otherwise, I'm pretty. It's pretty
I
chalk.
think I'm pretty stoked with this. I think that my Ghost versus I don't know if Ghost beats anything over here.
I think Ghost is better than Minecraft. I think Ghost is better than GTA 5. I think Ghost is better than Elden Ring, personally, but that's just my takes.
This is gonna we're going to war.
No, we're not.
GTA 5 versus Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Easily.
Yeah,
Like,
Tears of
this
the Kingdom might we might be annoying with the Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom move on just like easily. GTA 5 is immensely special. The story is terrific, but it's not.
It's not terrific. It's good.
I think it's
It's
really
the
good for the
weakest
world.
part of the game is the story, in my opinion, because the story in GTA 4 is way better.
By the way,
It's satire. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it's-
It's funny. How
Gripping,
real
yeah.
can you get and gripping can you get when you are trying to be this funny? You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
It's-
Like
it's-
that's the issue. That's honestly why I have fears about GTA 6 and like how great it could possibly be. Because can you really tell a story when you're trying to be this goofy? And
Yeah.
I think that it seems like GTA 6 is taking a back.
Oh,
like,
it does
taking a step
take
back a little bit.
step back.
So hopefully we're more towards GTA 4. Somewhere in the middle of these two would probably be where I would want to fall with the final.
I also want to throw
the
this out
GTA 6.
there in the same way we're going to discuss Minecraft in just a moment. Yes, the online, the moments you can have with friends, it is great. But what the game is, Tears of the Kingdom is just one of the greatest gameplay open world experiences ever with a bullet.
Okay, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Minecraft.
It's Rebirth.
Yeah, it's Rebirth.
It's Rebirth.
Yeah,
and
sorry,
we're
guys.
not going to put it to a poll, or you guys can do a poll if you want. Rebirth is special.
It's gonna lose. It's gonna lose here, but yeah.
We'll see about that. And by the way, am I biased towards FF7 Rebirth? I don't know if it's bias. Like my opinion on FF7 Rebirth is this is
I'm not biased.
I as a FF7 fan, this is a 15 out of 10 game. But as a person that just really enjoys video games, it is unbelievable what they're able to do with this open world, with these characters, with this story, with the combat. Like
Yeah.
every single
there is
bit-
so much in this game too, and it's all great.
Great.
All of it.
By the
all
way,
of it is great.
this game, Minecraft is like an awesome game. FF7 Rebirth is one of the greatest games of all time, and it also includes one of the greatest games of all time in Queen's Blood. So I mean, it's
yeah,
two.
Does Minecraft have Queen's Blood?
Yeah, where's Queen's Blood in Minecraft?
Does Minecraft have like yeah? Come on,
Where?
What are we doing? What are we doing? And I'm not, like I said earlier, I am not the Final Fantasy VII guy. I like other Final Fantasies way more. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is the best Final Fantasy.
Oh, I will take all the L's. I don't know if you guys know this. We're the ones who have the podcast, so I'm sorry, but
All right, Cyberpunk versus Breath of the Wild. I think we have. I've not been playing this game
Same.
where like we have this, but we
Yeah,
like,
we weren't
we're gonna
doing
go with
the
the
GT.
better video game here. Cyberpunk is a better video game.
because I've not played Cyberpunk, and because Tears of the Kingdom remains,
Yeah,
totally fine with it.
yeah.
Here we go.
It's not close. The final bout in the Elite Eight. Red Dead Redemption 2. Elden Ring.
This is legitimately could be a finals on anyone's bracket. They could
Yep.
they could
That
totally,
could have been here.
Yeah,
That could have easily been here.
Easily, these are two of the greatest games of all time. I am in the boat that Elden Ring, and as someone that has played both but not beaten either, and I know the ending of Red Dead 2. That's not why I am voting where I am. Red Dead 2 is an extremely immersive, terrific video game. Elden Ring blew my mind for what video games could be. There's very few games that have like cemented, holy shit, this did something that I never thought was humanly possible. And that is make a Dark Souls game accessible, exciting for someone that is so against getting their teeth bashed in. Elden Ring for me might be the most impressive game of all time because it is just impressive for what it did to me personally.
Here's the problem though. Breath of the Wild, in its open-endedness and lack of direction, influenced Elden Ring. It didn't come first, is my argument here. Like
Red Dead 2 came first?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that like the idea, like this isn't doing something completely new.
But
Red Dead Redemption 2 is doing something.
It did it for difficult
scale.
games. That's the issue. Where like this did it in the sense of open world, go where you want, do exactly what you want to do, and that's influence for Elden Ring. But it did it for a difficulty scale
but it doesn't
that
have it,
didn't
but
exist.
Here's the thing. For you, video games. What are video games? Story, story, characters. That's Red Dead Redemption 2.
They already beautiful. Yeah. Red Dead 2 is going to move.
Red Dead 2
that
moves
is
on 58%
that is a
of the
fucking
vote. Did Connor beat Elden Ring? No, I have not.
Neither of us have, but
I played 40 hours of it.
Yeah, I played 25.
And I would like to get back to it. I keep saying that I would like to get back to it, and it's just I've beaten other Souls games, so it's not like it's a skill issue. I promise.
And those are some bad R's.
Tears of the Kingdom versus Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Boom. Tears of the Kingdom.
So this is in my top 4 last year. I gave it a 9.5. I also gave this a 9.5.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they're both phenomenal video games. I think that they both have the case to be masterpieces, like 10 out of 10 video games.
True. Yummy.
Let me break this down before we even put it to a poll. Do not put it to a poll yet. I will let you know when, because this is going to a poll, obviously.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII
Tears
Rebirth.
Gonna clear it.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth might be the most magical game of all time.
Yeah, it's
magic.
Yeah.
There's nothing that will ever induce the magic feeling that you have with Rebirth. That feeling of Tears of the Kingdom has already happened in Breath of the Wild. It's happened in Elden Ring. It is not magical. This has better music. This has way more engaging combat. Mm-hmm. Way more. The open world aspects of this game are terrific.
This has better open world aspects.
Well,
lack of direction. It's very unique. There's nothing like this.
Other than Breath of the Wild and Elden Ring.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is that like this comes from this, but like this invented this. You know what I mean?
I understand. This is what an open world game could be. This is what an open world game should be. This is exactly.
Throw it to a poll. Can we get a poll going?
We're going to throw it to a poll. But I'm telling you, the magic that is had within Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is unlike any other game ever, including Tears of the Kingdom. A game, once again, this is debate for debating fun and purposes. This is not debating for, like, if Tears of the Kingdom wins.
Tears of the Kingdom is going to win. GTA 5 Justice, cry about it.
Get Rebirth the dub. The right side of the bracket is a train wreck. Honestly,
what's really egregious over here? Nothing. Really.
Maybe people wanted New Vegas to go further. Maybe people want GTA 4 to go further.
Way better than Fallout New Vegas.
The hard part is I think Cyberpunk maybe had the easiest path out of all these, except for Breath of the Wild. But the only reason Breath of the Wild didn't move on is because Tears of the Kingdom moved on.
No. Cyberpunk 2077 is better than Breath of the Wild.
Guys, it is so undoubtedly FF7 Rebirth, dude. It's so...
Tears is the correct answer, guys.
Guys, come on. Justice for Days Gone is fun.
All right. We are getting the results in 3, 2, 1. Bing bong. Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, Jean.
Holy shit, it was close. I didn't know it could even be that close.
52%.
Holy shit, 13 to 14, Tears of the Kingdom. 13 to 14, Tears of the Kingdom. I should have put a vote in. I should have.
No, that's not allowed.
Yeah.
Because I would vote for the other one.
No, I know, but like because I'm running that, I get the vote.
By one vote.
Yes, one vote.
By one vote.
I just want to say I'm aggressively proud of the community for putting that many votes on Rebirth. I think that Rebirth is, if I were to run the bracket, and we'll do some of this after this, Rebirth would be my champion. Tears of the Kingdom versus Cyberpunk 2077 and Red Dead 2. Oh, well, that's over there. Sorry. Yeah. Cyberpunk 2077 versus Red Dead Redemption 2 in the semis.
Already are 2.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, we're both in on that. Cool.
I agree.
Man, this is sort of, it feels chalk. It feels like we're doing this the right way. Like this generally, like this is like fan favorites. This is my horse in the race ordeal. But you also love this. This is definitely your horse in this race.
Right. But
this is where we end up. Tears of the Kingdom versus Red Dead Redemption 2. Connor. It's Tears of the Kingdom.
It's Red Dead Redemption 2.
It's Tears of the Kingdom, baby. Tears of the Kingdom.
It's for sure Red Dead Redemption 2.
By the way,
It's not
once
even
again,
close.
this is both. I have them both as 9.5s. They're both
Story, characters, thing.
a little too slow. A little too slow.
I love that.
That's which is fine.
Immersion.
I'm
Nick.
more immersed in the Tears of the Kingdom world. The
Throw it to a
music and
ball.
everything. I am. Is this how Civil War started?
You
Jeez
killed, you
Louise.
killed my mom.
Dude, so good. But yeah, Tears of the Kingdom is unbelievable. Tears of the Kingdom wasn't good as Breath of the Wild. That's my daddy Nick. What did you enjoy more in Breath of the
Tears
Wild?
of the Kingdom is better than Breath of the Wild on paper, but Breath of the Wild is the better experience for me because there was nothing like Breath of the Wild when it came out, and it blew my mind of what an open world game could even be. Playing that and playing Horizon Zero Dawn at the same time, I was like, Horizon Zero Dawn fucking sucks in comparison to Breath of the Wild because it shows everything wrong with the open world format when Breath of the Wild is what it is. Open-ended. Go wherever you want. You're always going to be excited. Shrines are amazing. Side quests are amazing. Collectibles are amazing. Like, everything's fun in Breath of the Wild.
Tears of the Kingdom just does it
Tears of
better.
the Kingdom just does all of that better, but the magic for me was lessened because I couldn't believe how good this was. Then we just do it again here, and
Yeah.
it's like, well, okay.
I'm just Tears of the Kingdom is one of the most special games I've ever played. It absolutely blew my mind for what could be open
Magic.
world, and it does not have the magic as FF promo. Have you guys played the new FF?
Final Fantasy VII no, I think they mean Final Fantasy 16.
Oh yeah, we played both
Same.
16 and Rebirth.
Yes, both
16
great.
was my game of the year last year. It's insane that I'm gonna have two. I never thought that I would enjoy something as much as I do Final Fantasy at this point. Yeah, that's wild. But yeah, it's. I firmly believe that Tears of the Kingdom is the better game, and it's really close though.
Tears of the Kingdom is so overrated when RDR2 is way more immersive.
Immersive. So immersive is the whole point. I think our Tears of the Kingdom is one more
No,
immersive.
this makes me feel like an outlaw.
A cowboy. The Last of Us 2 downtown Seattle section solos his whole bracket. I don't even know if that's wrong. I don't even disagree with that fully. This is wild. Connor vote. Oh no. Oh no, Connor. The bracket closes out.
Red Dead Redemption 2 by 1 vote. Red Dead Redemption 2 is our winner.
Wow. All right, let's have some conversations about what we would change and how we would actually want to do this for ourselves, because this is wild. This is wild. I also want to hear what y'all think was the most egregious matchup. What should have moved on that we did not move on?
I mean, I'm just gonna go through my own.
Yeah, we're just gonna. I would just run through it fast.
Okay, yeah. GTA 5, Death Stranding, Tears of the Kingdom.
Say what it would beat.
What?
You're just saying that because there's people that listen
Oh, okay.
on podcast services now. Yeah.
GTA 5 over Flight Sim, Death Stranding over Forza 5, Tears of the Kingdom over Horizon, MGS 5 over Starfield, Borderlands 2 over The Witcher 3.
Whoa.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth over Spider-Man, Ghost of Tsushima over Far Cry 3, Minecraft over Rise of the Ronin.
So you got a perfect side there, except for Borderlands 2. You would have had over The Witcher 3.
Death Stranding over GTA 5, Tears of the Kingdom over MGS 5, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth over Borderlands 2, Ghost of Tsushima over Minecraft, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Ghost of Tsushima, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, GTA 5, Tears of the Kingdom.
No, Death Stranding versus Tears of the Kingdom.
GTA versus Death Stranding versus Tears of the Kingdom, Tears of the Kingdom, Tears of the Kingdom, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth probably goes here. So that's that.
So how did that happen then?
Because it's one of those situations where it's like my own like perspective opinion. It's like I'm
Connor,
trying to
this
come
is
out,
our podcast.
I'm trying to come out with
Connor,
what's
this is
better.
our
What's
podcast.
better? What I enjoy more? It's the best versus favorite argument. This is my favorite thing, but this is the better thing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
GTA 4 versus Cyberpunk, Fallout New Vegas, Arkham City, Fallout New Vegas, Breath of the Wild, AC, Breath of the Wild, Xenoblade, Halo Infinite. Is there anything wrong here? RDR2, Sea of Thieves, RDR2, Skyrim, Spider-Man 2, Skyrim, Elden Ring, Days Gone, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Colossus, No Man's Sky, Shadow of the Colossus over Elden Ring, Shadow of the Colossus here,
Yep.
RDR2 here, Breath of the Wild here,
So-
Cyberpunk here.
So this would all be the
This is the
same, where
same.
Cyberpunk and Breath of the Wild go against each other. R2 would
Yep.
go against Shadow of the Colossus. Then you would have Shadow or Cyberpunk over Breath of the Wild.
And then it would be RDR2 versus Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. RDR2 takes that.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, very simple. GTA 5 versus Flight Sim, GTA 5, Death Stranding versus Forza 5. Forza 5 would advance. Tears of the Kingdom versus Horizon, Forbidden West, Tears of the Kingdom. Starfield versus MGS 5, but I don't really care in general about who wins that. Witcher 3 versus Borderlands 2, Witcher 3, Spider-Man Original versus Rebirth. Rebirth moves on. Ghost of Tsushima versus Far Cry 3, Ghost of Tsushima advances.
Why do you say it like that? Tsushima.
Tsushima, sure.
You say Tsushima.
Tsushima. Tsushima. Minecraft versus Rise of the Ronin. Minecraft moves on to GTA 5 versus Forza 5. I would advance Forza Horizon 5. Tears of the Kingdom versus Metal Gear Solid 5. Advance Tears of the Kingdom. Rebirth over Witcher. Minecraft over Ghost. I would have Forza 5 versus Forza 5 versus Tears of the Kingdom. I would advance Forza Horizon 5 into my final four. Rebirth versus Minecraft, I would advance Rebirth. So in my final four, I would have Forza Horizon 5 and Rebirth, which is interesting because you had Tears of the Kingdom, but you had Death Stranding. This Death Stranding versus Forza 5 matchup was like really fucking important.
So here, I think for the most part, this is chalk for you. Let's just get
this
to the
is
finals.
all chalk. My final four would be probably the only thing that would change is I would actually have Arkham City against Breath of the Wild, and I would probably have Breath of the Wild here, or Arkham City.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter because down here I would have Elden Ring advance over RDR2, and for RDR2 versus, I'm just gonna do Breath of the Wild, I would have Elden Ring advance. So my final four would be Forza Horizon 5, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Breath of the Wild, and Elden Ring. Also, after Tears of the Kingdom got bounced, I would definitely move Breath of the Wild on because that
Cyberpunk's amazing.
Anyways,
So good.
Breath of the Wild versus, or I'm gonna go here. Forza Horizon 5 is legitimately one of my all-time favorite games. It doesn't hold a candle to what I think about Rebirth, and I think Rebirth is the better game. For here, Breath of the Wild versus Elden Ring. Elden Ring advances. Elden Ring blew my fucking mind. Elden Ring versus FF7 Rebirth for my bracket, and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is not just my favorite game of all time, but I think that it's hard because I think Elden Ring is like objectively a masterpiece. I think it's a 10. But I'd probably have Elden Ring win it, honestly. I think that when I think of open world games bracket, I would want Elden Ring to be our champion.
Oh, I gotta sit down.
Damn, that was fucking fun, dude. Holy shit, that was a good time.
Yeah, we really do need to film.
Yeah,
that's a plan.
I have time that planned out for it. Holy shit, dude. So that's insane though, how different. Well, you would have still had Red Dead win.
Yeah.
So you actually had to pretty chalk. For me, my shit.
Do I watch sub or dub anime? Depends.
I had 3 different Final Four members. You had the same Final Four.
Yeah.
Damn, you owned this bracket.
Yeah.
I'm
him.
This is the old bracket episodes all over again. Damn.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, I would always get smoked. I would always my opinion would be invalidated by the other members.
All right.
Maybe I'm just wrong.
Move this.
Yep.
And then we're gonna get into the draft. All right, we're gonna get into the protagonist draft now. Close this podcast out. That was quicker than I thought it was going to take. How long was that?
I don't know. Oh, we're streaming. I was like, what the fuck? We've only been streaming for an hour and 5 minutes.
Okay.
Holy shit. I looked over and I didn't see the red record dot, and I was like, what the fuck? Holy smokes.
Was this randomized or Brady made it? It's randomized as in Brady randomly put everything on the board.
Yeah, we chose the games.
We chose the games, and then Brady just like Nick read them off, and Brady just went from like point to point.
There's a couple fixes that were in. I will admit it, that I fixed the Death Stranding versus Forza matchup because I thought that would be a very fun discussion, and I wanted to see whether Skyrim would be able to move on against any of our picks, and I think that it shows that we did have it over Spider-Man 2.
Who goes first here?
I have no idea. We did a 3-person draft.
Do you want to go first? Rock, paper, scissors?
I want to go first.
No. Rock, paper, scissors.
You can go first.
No, rock, paper, scissors.
Go first.
No, I want to compete here.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Wait, go first.
Ready?
Is Death Stranding really considered open world?
Yeah.
Yes. 100%.
Right, you good to go?
Yeah, Arkham City and GTA 4 really got screwed. But that was part of the randomness. Yes, we are ready to go.
Randomized.
All right.
Today, we are drafting video game protagonists. Shocked we haven't done this yet. I'm getting the first overall pick here, and you have to go Arthur Morgan with the first pick. Red Dead Redemption 2's protagonist. Just a fully realized individual. Somebody that is so easy to fall in love with. You see his whole arc play out over this entire game. Arthur Morgan with my first pick.
That's a good pick. He's on my board because, duh. He should be on everyone's board. For my first pick in the protagonist draft, I will be choosing Kratos. Obviously, Kratos is one of the most interesting protagonists of all time. If you want to just put the first original God of War games before the 2018 reboot, he's a pretty interesting guy. Obviously, there's just a lot of rage and nastiness, but the overarching story, whatever. But when you get to 2018, he immediately becomes one of the greatest protagonists ever, and then gets furthered in his story with Ragnarok. Kratos, I think, is an easy number one pick. Funny enough, both the 2018 matchup of Game of the Year back then. With my second overall pick, I'm going to take something away from Connor. Commander Shepard.
Damn it!
With my next
God damn
pick.
it. Really?
Commander Shepard is awesome.
You're son of a bitch.
What was he your next pick?
He's up there, but like I didn't think you were gonna. He's number 5 on the board for me.
Absolutely. Commander Shepard is a vehicle for every other character to run through them. Absolutely immensely interesting, but really it is, you get to step in the shoes of this amazing world and be the ultimate badass in space. It's great.
With my second pick, I'm going to go with Ellie from The Last of Us and The Last of Us Part 2. Once again, an extremely complex character, makes decisions that you don't agree with, but you still love her anyways. Watching her arc in The Last of Us Part 2 is probably the best part of that game. Ellie with my second pick.
Great pick.
Okay, here I gotta play the board here where I think I have somebody higher up, but I don't think you're gonna pick them.
Okay.
So with my third pick, we're going to go with Snake.
Yep.
We're going to go with Solid Snake in all of his iterations. Snake with my third pick. If you want to talk about the ultimate badass with Commander Shepard, the ultimate badass with Snake. Put a cigarette in his mouth, okay? Is there anything cooler than Snake smoking?
I don't know.
No, there is not. Snake with the third pick.
He is in my honorable mentions, and you're allowed to draft him. I don't think either of us are going to. When I do say the ultimate badass, I always think of Leon Kennedy. That is my ultimate badass.
Yeah, he's on my list. He's number 12.
Yeah, he's an honorable mention type of
sure.
guy. But when I want to make this clear, because I say it, that is the ultimate badass to me.
Right.
Leon Kennedy, backflips for no reason. It's great. So I have 2 picks, and you gave me a lot of talent left on the board.
There's a lot of great protagonists.
A lot of talent left on this board. With my next pick in the protagonist draft, I'm going to choose Joel Miller from The Last of Us.
Wow.
You got Ellie. I'm going to take Joel, a little counteraction. Obviously, people care a lot about Joel. The first Last of Us puts you in the shoes of a broken man and one of the most interesting protagonists of all time. So Joel's my pick.
There we go.
And then my number 4 pick.
Yeah.
With my next pick, I'm going to choose a character that was not really too interesting for 3 games, but then gets elevated so much by this 4th game that he's now one of the greatest protagonists of all time. And that is Nathan Drake. Nathan Drake in the first 3 games of Uncharted is just exciting and fun to play as, and extremely just cool and quippy, and all of that is great. But what makes him one of the greatest protagonists of all time and an immensely interesting character is that 4th game where all of these decisions finally have weight. The scene where Elena walks in the 4th game hits you like a bus every single time, and that is how you know that Nathan Drake is one of the greatest protagonists of all time.
Yeah. It's interesting because there's like iconic characters here that like I think you could totally go with, but like a lot of iconic characters like Link,
Mario,
like they're not interesting characters. They're just kind of vehicles. So just keep that in mind. With my, I'm gonna do it. With my 4th pick, I'm gonna go with Nico Bellic from GTA 4. the best Grand Theft Auto protagonist. So underrated. Just a broken man dealing with the horrors of war and just trying to escape it and just keeps getting dragged back in. He just wants to be a good person and just can't stop doing what he must to protect the people he loves, to start a new life for himself. Nico Bellic with my 4th pick. With my 5th pick, I'm going to go with the greatest Final Fantasy protagonist of all time, the newest numbered entry protagonist, Clive Rossfield. Ben Starr putting on a performance of a lifetime, snubbed at the Game Awards for his performance as Clive Rossfield. If you don't like Final Fantasy 16 as a game, that's fine. You have to point to Clive Rossfield as one of the greatest characters ever. He's so good. His performance is amazing. How he bounces off of the other characters is amazing. How he grows as a character throughout the entire game is so goddamn good. Clive Rossfield with my 5th pick.
Connor, I'm a shield, a Rosaria, and I must do my duty.
Dude. Come on.
It is the most chill-inducing line of last year in a year that was stacked of amazing games. I love the pick. He's not on my board, but I cannot say without a shadow of a doubt that that's not an amazing pick.
Yeah.
I really do. I'm happy that he got picked. Man, we're really just people are gonna think we like Final Fantasy a lot. I don't know if you know that.
Do not pick Cloud.
Oh no, I'm not gonna.
Cloud
pick Cloud.
sucks. He's not. He's like
I
a
think
Final Fantasy VII's characters are the cast. Or like it's not.
Totally.
It's not Cloud. Whereas in 16, it is Clive. Like that is the main character. Like he is so far above everybody else, dude. So good.
To win this draft, I'm just gonna put a immediate bullet in my team. Connor, I need a weapon. Give me Master Chief to close it out. It's not just a pick. And like when we discuss Mario and Link, there's so little actual protagonist moments for those characters, whereas Master Chief has the moments. He has the excitement of a personality. He lets you step into the shoes of not the ultimate badass, that's Leon Kennedy, but one of the coolest protagonists, one of the most badass protagonists in all of gaming. Every single time you see Chief, you are elated because he is that damn good and that damn cool.
Here's the argument that I would make, though. All the stuff where they flesh out that character is the stuff that people get annoyed by.
Yeah, that's fine.
People are like, oh, he's just a sad soldier because of Cortana in 4 and 5. It's like, dude, like I love him in 4, and I love that story and that development for Chief. But the people who like are Halo purists, they look at any development of that character and say it's annoying.
Yeah.
So
I love the development of Chief, and I think that Chief is a terrific character for multiple reasons. Similar to Kratos, where it's like those early games just establish the fun aspects of gameplay and the world that you get to play around in. But the later games really let you see the character in the best light.
Right.
And what I mean best light, it is kind of the worst light. It is, let's get deep. Let's enjoy what these people actually are and take them a step further. I think that there are so many great protagonists left on the board. And if you want to check out our honorable mentions, go to the podcast.
Yeah, so for some honorable mentions, Link.
Yep. Link, Mario, Leon Kennedy are 3 of the easiest ones.
That's what I have. The only one that has not been mentioned. Oh, Sora, of course. I'm shocked you didn't just snipe Sora for me. The thing is with Sora is that I like Roxas more.
So
Roxas is way more interesting than Sora.
On my board, I still do have Cloud Strife. I do love Cloud, but I understand that Clive is probably the better protagonist.
He's so much better.
And then someone that we didn't bring up that I thought you might pick, Clem, dude. Clementine from The Walking Dead.
Or Lee.
Yeah, just so freaking good. Like
I had thought about it.
Some of the most well understood characters of all time.
The other one I had was Samus.
Yeah, Samus.
I think Samus is one of like a really interesting, important character when it comes to like representation, and like a lot of gamer boys were shocked to find out that Samus was a girl under that suit. And that changed the game.
Connor, we fucked up.
What?
Donkey Kong didn't get drafted, baby.
DK. Donkey Kong. All right, with that, we're going to finish this out. That was the Casual Gaming Conversation. Thank you guys so much for joining us for another week of gaming discussion. If you want to check out all of our other stuff, we live stream on Twitch Monday through Thursday, 7 to 10. We got a lot of fun stuff. Nick playing Metal Gear Solid, Brady playing Peach Showtime in a Peach dress. me finishing out Sly 3 and then hopping into the Half-Life series for the first time. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, you and I are playing some greatest games of all
Yeah.
time, baby, with the Half-Life series and the Metal Gear series.
So
Both
yeah.
of our first at-bats for those.
Throw us a follow. Check that stuff out. It's a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for watching this week, and peace out.